Hi. Hi. Oh, that guy's high for sure.
Oh.
Way high.
Good morning. It's Friday, September 5th, 2025. Tanner, Drew, and Lauren, we are live.
Yeah.
Happy Friday. Beef Water, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, good sir.
It's nice seeing you in here in the mornings.
Good seeing you.
Early. He's been
any
getting,
time of the day.
He's been getting here super early lately instead of, moseying in at like 7 or 8 a.m.
Yeah, I decided I want to work 15 hours a day.
Yeah.
What time did you leave here yesterday?
Oh, no, I've been able to get out of here a little bit early. So
Like what?
I
Like
took
what's a
off,
little bit early?
I think 2:30 yesterday.
Okay, good.
A lot better than 5.
Yeah.
I left a little after 2 and I saw his car still here. And I was thinking, man, he's been here a long time. You got to go home.
I do
know.
feel like Beefwater's been stealing a little bit of our thunder. Because,
Making us look bad.
Yeah, because I used to be the one who got here the earliest every day, and now I roll up and Beefwater's car is already here and the coffee is already started.
Yeah, this is that new car scent on him
Yeah.
right now. You let it burn for
Are
a
you a
while.
morning person?
It doesn't bother me at all. Like, I'm getting up an hour earlier than I was before, so it's really not that big of a deal. But I also have to pad for in the event of who knows what. I have to face a potential bridge lift on my way here.
That's
and
true.
I
Beefwater
can't afford the time.
sometimes takes him like an hour and a half to get home.
He's got to go to a different state to do his
Where
job.
do you live again?
I live in Vancouver.
But like it's deep Vancouver.
Not
It's
too
like
deep.
super
I feel like
deep,
it's
but,
close to
deep-ish.
Alon A.
Yeah, I'm like 15 minutes from Alien.
It's not
Free.
like
That's deep.
You are deep
Yeah.
Cuban then. When I think of Vancouver,
It's
I'm like
right-
waterfront.
Yeah, I think of Husong and Larry's.
Okay,
That's
so-
what I
Right,
think
it's
of.
like you drive across the bridge and boom, you're there.
So
Yeah.
it's 5
Yeah.
exits from Husong and Larry's. Which isn't.
That's
it's
a,
5
it's
miles.
deep into Vancouver.
Because you're over here on the other tip. Like we're at the back end of Portland where you work.
I don't know. I just know it costs me about $600 a month in gas to get here.
Yeah, but
Now-
I mean, you talk about Tanner. Oh, sometimes it takes him an hour and a half to get home. Yeah, to get home, not to get here at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow, you rip right here in the morning.
Now, here's the
Exactly.
question, because you have lived the hell of driving home in drive time for all these years. Is there a distinct difference getting out at 2:30 versus 5?
No, it's the sad part. It's mostly the same.
Still
Yeah,
hurts the
honestly,
same?
like
Ah.
I went home the other day and I had an appointment at like 3 and I left my house at 2:30 and it was like back to back traffic.
Yeah, it's
Someone's phone just went off. What was that?
Not mine. We all have smartwatches on. Somebody just,
sounded like
no
some-
somebody
idea-
just
no
popped.
idea.
Something said something.
But yeah, the traffic is bad. It feels like no matter when you leave.
I'd
It's
love
a
to
real
know
Bummer.
from people just listening. What's the longest time? What's the longest commute home after work? Like, was it 45 minutes when you live 15 minutes away? Was it an hour and a half when you live about 30 minutes away? How long did it take you to get home? What's the longest?
I've had trips north of 2 hours to get home from here.
Especially in like inclement weather.
Well, the ice storm, it took so long that the cars got
Man,
left.
I'd be quitting this job and working at In-N-Out. That brand new In-N-Out, I'm sure is looking for people.
Oh yeah, I think they pay pretty well.
I could
It's
see
true.
you managing an In-N-Out. Like
I would
with
crush it.
300 17-year-olds making burgers.
Well, what you'd be crushing is all of those burgers.
Yeah, you'd be right back where you started.
I would have 317 employees and matching pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, later on this morning, we do have more tickets, one more pair of tickets to see Nitro Circus off the rails at the Memorial Coliseum in December.
Yeah.
We'll do that at 7:30.
And now, the big story.
It's time to go around the room and share what we think the biggest stories of the day are. Who wants to go first, Laura?
Sure, I can go first. I think the big story is how much is too much to pay for a set of Legos, you guys?
Well, I feel like once they get up to the $300, it's like you're really costing people to make a toy.
That stadium I bought you was the most expensive Lego set I ever purchased.
Yeah, and I begged you after that to never do it again. 'Cause
Never buy me another
I
gift
can't.
in
I'm
the
still
history.
financially recovering from it.
It was an amazing experience putting it together, but it was like having another job.
I even sprung for the extra light kit that came with
Yeah.
with the stadium.
Well,
Now the light kit is still in a box in the stadium.
Okay.
I mean, because there's no place in a home for a giant Lego stadium, so it sits in a closet, but
Well,
it's together.
if you do have
We should put it on display, bacon and beer.
We should.
Yeah, you
Bring it on
honestly,
down.
and then maybe somebody can fork over the cash so we can build this one and put this one on display too. It is the most expensive Lego kit ever made. It is a Star Wars kit, surprise, surprise, and it's going on the market for $1,000. It's
Nah.
not The Millennium Falcon. It is the Death Star. It is a part of the Ultimate Collector series. It's got over...
I bet it's rad.
Well, check this out. It's got over 9,000 pieces. Comes with 38 characters, including 3 different versions of Luke Skywalker and 2 versions of Han Solo. And it's a cross-section of the Death Star. So there are different rooms in it. There's the trash compactor and Princess Leia's holding cell, and all this crazy stuff is in there. But it comes out on October 4th. You can pre-order it at lego.com if you are a Star Wars nerd and you happen to have an extra $1,000 laying around and room to display it because it's 28 inches tall, 32 inches wide, and 11 inches deep. So enjoy.
Legos are interesting in the fact that they started out as a thing that it was an infinite possibility. You could build, tear it down, rebuild. Now they're just like art.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
Do people glue
One
them
and done.
together? Because I saw
Yeah,
this.
there are kits for that. And I mean, you think about even that lighting kit that you got me, it's so intricate that you take the whole thing apart to put it in there. Like, this stuff's on another level.
It really is. It's not a toy at that point.
The big story to me is you got to be real careful driving this weekend to Oregon or Oregon State's football game. We have the perfect storm where the games start at the exact same time. So the area between Portland and Corvallis is going to be a hellhole. If you're going down there to party, go super early, like super duper early to where it's obnoxious. Have breakfast down there or something. Take my word for it. There's nothing worse than sitting on I-5 when a game starts.
Yeah.
So
And you've got tickets to it. Oh, geez.
yeah, go Ducks, go Beavs this weekend. Get the job done, but party safely.
And finally, I think the big story of the day is a new study found that people who use smartphones while on the toilet, I feel like that's pretty much everyone, right?
Yeah.
Are 46% more likely to develop hemorrhoids.
Well, yeah.
Because you're sitting too long.
Yeah.
Researchers say the lack of pelvic floor support from an open toilet puts pressure on the hemorrhoidal cushions. That sounds like a punk band.
Hemorrhoidal
What up
cushions.
with the hemorrhoidal cushions? Good night, everyone.
But that can lead to inflammation and swollen veins. The study advises limiting toilet smartphone use to under 5 minutes to reduce the risk. Previous benefits that hemorrhoids are solely caused by straining during constipation may be overly simplistic, they say.
Yeah.
It's real easy to say, but when you're in the middle of something, you catch me scrolling.
Dude,
and it's hard to come back from it.
My time spent in the toilet since smartphones came out has gone up
I
significantly.
don't
Way
use my
up.
phone on the toilet. I just do my business and leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll sit there for 15
hemorrhoid-free
minutes.
and you're going to be okay. The rest of us are putting it to risk from time to time.
I have a personal commitment where I don't get up until my legs are asleep. I want it to be questionable when I stand up. What happens?
Yeah. As a kid, I remember I would wheel my grandmother's television was on a stand with wheels.
Oh, man.
And if like the Power Rangers are on or Knight Rider, like I'm not missing those shows. And so I would wheel that thing into the bathroom.
And just plug it in there.
Yeah.
That's
And then I'd be in there
amazing.
for an hour and a half, and then I couldn't feel my feet.
You treated the bathroom like when you'd go to the audio-visual room and bring the TV in school.
No, I just can't like the thought of just like marinating in.
Well,
the
you can give
smell
yourself
of
a courtesy
whatever you
flush or
just-
not.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, you can add a flush.
Just
Nobody's
go
stopping
back
you.
to
I did not
couch.
because I like my smell,
Oh.
but I'm
I'm
just saying.
trying to weigh the product here, see how I'm doing.
More on those stories at 1059thebrew.com.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
All right, so the weather this weekend is supposed to be, as of right now, partly cloudy today, but 84. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with 76. Sunday, partly cloudy at 76.
Isn't it supposed to rain like all next week?
On and off.
I don't see anything as of right now until next Saturday, the day after Bacon and Beer.
Got it.
Well, that'd be nice.
We'll see, because it's Oregon, so things can change at the drop of a hat. But if you want to, go hiking this weekend before it starts to rain on us for months and months, Laura's got another trailhead report for you coming up with Laura's Dusty Trail at 9 o'clock this morning. So she'll tell you about a trail that she's recently hiked, if it's worth it, how hard it is, how far away it is, all that stuff coming up at 9 o'clock this morning.
Yep. Nice.
It's now time for a new segment called Don't Ignore Those Sounds. So I found this list online, and it's these are home experts warning of the sounds in your house that you should not ignore because it could cost you tons and tons of cash in the long run.
All right.
And I felt like this is pretty good stuff. I mean, I'm a fairly new homeowner. I bought mine, 2 or 3 years ago now, and
I feel like
it's been longer than
like
that
it's
since
longer
I've
than
been
that.
here for 4 and you've had your house the
Yeah.
entire
I think I bought it in
time.
21, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 5. Almost. In 4.5.
4 or 5-ish.
So yeah, these are sounds that, like, when I first moved in, I wouldn't know to maybe pay attention to these and call somebody.
Right, because
Yeah,
home
okay.
ownership sounds fun until your house starts making funny sounds.
Yeah.
Because a lot of old houses, they creak and they crack, and maybe you don't know what the difference is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or your stepdad could come over and flood your entire house
That
3
could
months after
happen.
moving in.
Yeah.
Happened to me.
And still haven't gotten over that.
No,
Well,
I
it's
haven't,
hard to get over that.
I haven't spoken to him since. That's not true.
I mean, turned it into the set of Day After Tomorrow. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, dude, it leaked through all 3 floors. Like,
It's
what the hell?
pretty severe.
All right, so these are some sounds that you should not ignore. I think, Beefwater, you are a former electrician.
Sure.
Before I go down the list, is there something off the top of your head that you think, when you hear that, you can't ignore it in your house?
Man, I one night heard a buzzing coming out of my electrical panel, and I thought that doesn't seem right. And I went and checked it out, and there was literally a breaker melting inside of my
Oh my gosh.
inside of my panel. So yeah, I could have ignored that and let my house burn down, but I investigated.
So
Were you already-
what happened? What'd you do?
I popped the breaker out, and then went to Home Depot and bought another one, and I solved my problem for $12.
Nice.
That's amazing.
So you were already an electrician at this point?
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't have been buzzing that loud, and so, but breakers, their contacts get old, and it just got hot.
See,
But,
that's
boy,
why I
she
wish
was a hot one.
I knew a good trade like that, because, he just $12. And
Dude,
it was,
I would have let my house burn down. I wouldn't have even noted. Like, I would have been like, I don't know what to do about that.
I had a sound kind of like that was coming, but it was crackling, and it was coming from the plugs. And it was
scary.
What had happened is it had just gotten old and just broken down over time. So the connections in there were shoddy. So, I had to turn off the breaker to that area, and then those all had to be switched out. But, you ignore those crackles, I'm going to guess that electrical crackling to me sounds like red alert.
For sure.
And I was just going to say, it's super common with outlet switches and all that plastic. It gets warm over time, and it just gets brittle, and things break down.
Well, here's a list of sounds that you should not ignore at your house. You can't afford to ignore these sounds.
Okay.
Obviously, the first one I think is pretty obvious: running water noises.
Yeah.
Flooding and caused so many issues. I think the apartment across from yours, Laura, didn't it just flood?
It did just flood. I don't know what happened there. I don't know, because the tenant had just moved out, so I don't know if they left something running or if it came through the roof or what. But I was going to say, with the running water thing, this is how we had to replace all of the plumbing in our house in Colorado. There was a running water sound. We couldn't figure out where it was coming from, and we opened the vents on the floor and realized that there was water in all of our
God.
vents, and it turned out that there was just there was a leak somewhere, and the water just wasn't shutting off, and they're like, all of your plumbing is in your slab, so we could either jackhammer this out and replace one copper pipe.
How much did
we
that
could
cost?
It was like $8,000, because they ran all the plumbing through the house as opposed to leaving it in the slab, which was just going to cause more problems down the line. But that's how it all started, is we heard running water and we couldn't figure out where it was coming from.
That's the worst feeling too, when you go to your water meter, because you
Yes.
sense the water, right? So you run to the meter.
Yeah.
I have sprinted for the meter, ripped it open, and just watched that little triangle spin.
Yeah.
And all you can think is, how long?
Yes.
Yeah.
How long have you spun?
Yeah.
That pipe in the slab business is not good. Our house in Arizona, same thing. It had a pipe leak in the laundry room. Tore up all the flooring, had to jackhammer the concrete out just to dig down and fix a pipe. Like, there's no reason to put it in concrete.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
Terrible.
The other sound that you should not ignore, Drew, buzzing from your lights.
Oh.
Okay.
That's another sound in your house that you can't afford to ignore because, that could cause all sorts of issues. Who knows if
Fire, maybe.
Maybe a fire. Yeah, that's terrifying.
Worst case scenario, that'd be awful.
Another sound that you should not ignore in your house is whistling or hissing noises near gas-based appliances.
Ooh, yeah, yikes.
Yeah, doesn't sound good. It stinks over here too.
Here, let me light a cigarette real
What
quick.
is? I'm gonna rip a quick heat rod and think about it.
Yeah, whoops. I think, can't you smell it though too if there's a gas leak?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's like that rotten egg smell on purpose is there, so you can't deny it.
Which I didn't know that natural gas didn't actually smell like that. I didn't know that the smell was added after the fact as like a safety precaution.
Yeah, it just smells like death until you put that stuff in it. And
Another
that helps.
Another sound that you shouldn't ignore at your house, you can't afford to ignore, is dripping faucet sounds. That drip little tiny drips could cause massive problems.
Yeah, for sure. And cost you a lot of money,
Yeah,
too.
the little tiny drip over an extended period of time.
The last one I wouldn't think about, but gurgling toilets is apparently something you can't ignore in your house. If it gurgles after you flush, this plumber says that that would be an indication that you either have a backup and the water can pass, but it's struggling.
Yeah, and I was just thinking that, like, it's the same thing when you have a clog and you start to work that clog out. At first, it's kind of like, because it wants to go, but there's something hanging it up.
They say the clog will just get worse and your toilet will overflow eventually, so don't ignore the gurgle.
That's a good thing to know.
Toilet gurgles that also sounds like a punk band, but a very gross one.
On main stage, toilet gurgles. Like, toilet gurgles.
Toilet gurgles.
Gotta figure out how to
we'll
say
see
it
her let you
first.
spit in his mouth.
That's my kind of band.
Anyway, I feel like Casey's got some toilet gurgles.
Yeah.
I've had my share of toilet gurgles.
Yeah.
I like them. I don't want to fix them.
Why?
I find it comforting when I hit that handle.
Sounds like a babbling brook.
Gives me a little blah, blah, blah back.
All right. Is there something we're missing? Are you maybe in construction? Maybe, I don't know.
Safety specialist.
Maybe you with OSHA?
Yeah, I mean, the safety inspectors, they probably go through and, listen to walls all the time.
Oh, sure.
I think something to keep in mind with the household stuff is just don't ignore anything. Like because it's only going to cost you more money in the end if you don't address it as soon as you
See, but
realize it.
that's my MO. Because I'm like, I don't know how to fix this, and it might be expensive, so I'm just gonna pretend it's not there.
Out of sight, out of mind.
It's only half rotten. It's going to be fine.
What's another sound that you should not ignore in your house? Shoot us a talkback message if you're rocking us on the iHeartRadio app. If you don't have the app, get it for your phone. It's free. And once you have the Brew streaming, press the microphone button to record something. Drew's got sports next. What do you have?
Beavs, Ducks, home games will tell you what to expect.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Well, the first game of the season already has a little spitting incident that's been drawing a couple of headlines. Now, before we even really got going, the teams were, there was an injury on the field, so the offense and defense were out there, and the Cowboys quarterback got spit on. That was the first thing I saw. I'm like, did he just spit on him? They throw the flag, 15-yard penalty, and what you don't realize in the moment is he's also ejected. He's also one of the best players on the team and basically the pillar of their defense. Well, later on, more videos were coming out, and it kind of looked like Dak Prescott, the quarterback for the Cowboys, spit at him first. Now, he says, I spit on the ground and tried to miss my 2 linemen and was trolling the team, but that I would never spit on anyone. Now, it's kind of a he said, she said, but at the end of the day, only one player was ejected, and Dak said this after the game.
I don't wish for anybody to get out of the game. I'm sure he probably regrets that to some extent. I'm pretty sure he knows I didn't try to spit on him or wasn't even aiming to spit on him. So something that's probably going to get a lot of coverage and a lot of attention that feel sorry for him.
So he spit, he just wasn't aiming for him.
That's his, he's standing on that hill, and, it could be taken either way. He wasn't ejected, and I doubt he'll even be fined for his part in the incident. End of the day...
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying, end of the day, the Eagles win 24-20.
I was going to say, is it he spit or spat?
I don't know.
Just a little
Spit at him.
Spittled.
Spat.
I think both apply.
Spat
Both
is...
apply?
Yeah.
All right.
I always say spit, but I'm probably wrong
I
with
feel like
most of it.
spat might be past tense.
Well, that's what
I was spat
He
upon.
did
spat on.
spat.
Isn't that what I was doing? So
Yeah.
I should have
Spat
said
on
I should have said
Yeah,
spat.
I don't know.
Look, I don't
We
know.
don't really say that though in
I
the
feel
wild.
I feel like it's an ancient word, maybe.
Yeah.
To spat upon.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, I think it sounds
Bring
better.
it back.
Yeah. I like fancy talk.
You have a doubleheader this weekend. Down I-5, Oregon State taking on Fresno State at 12:30 in Corvallis, and Oklahoma State coming to Oregon to get drummed, I'm sure, or at least hoping that, as Vegas likes their odds, only a 6% chance of a loss. But get going early. I'm losing my voice over here. Get going early.
You better keep that. You got a lot of screaming to do this weekend.
Yeah, I do. And miss that traffic. Seriously, leave it like 6 or 7 in the morning if you're going to tailgate.
Ugh.
There's your sports.
Thank you much. More on those stories at 1059thebrew.com. Today, we've got more tickets to go see Nitro Circus off the rails at the at the Memorial Coliseum.
Yep.
In December, we'll do that at 7:30 this morning. We do have another Bacon and Beer, though, coming up 1 week from today.
Man.
Very excited.
It's real now.
I feel like this one came on faster than any other bacon and beer.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't done one in
Which,
so
I mean,
long.
we haven't done one in a long time, but I mean, from the time we started, locked down the venue and stuff like that to now, I mean, it's happened pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Wheels are turning.
All the info on Bacon and Beer, that's next Friday right here.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Now, what's trending?
So Jack Osbourne, Ozzy's son, is responding to some pretty nasty comments that Roger Waters of Pink Floyd made.
Yeah, Roger Waters he can't keep his mouth shut.
Seems like a grumpy guy.
I love that band, and I wish he would just sing.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Roger Waters saying some pretty nasty comments about Ozzy just weeks after his death. And then Jack Osbourne responded. But first, here's Roger.
It doesn't matter.
But I think
Ozzy Osbourne, who just died, bless him, in his whatever that state that he was in his whole life, we'll never know. We didn't, although he was all over the TV for hundreds of years with his idiocy and nonsense. The music, I have no idea. I couldn't give a I don't care about Black Sabbath. I never did.
Right. Wow.
I have no interest in biting the heads off chickens or whatever they do. I couldn't care less.
Biting the heads off chickens or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
Shut up,
weird.
Roger.
It's such a weird comment to make.
I feel like-
all you have to do is just not talk.
Yeah, part of that seems a little professional jealousy.
That's
too,
what it
then,
felt like,
right?
a little bitter. But isn't Pink Floyd bigger than Sabbath?
I think absolutely.
I mean, I guess within certain circles, maybe you don't have a lot of crossover, but I think they're both pretty big in their own
Okay,
right.
but financially on paper, I think Pink Floyd would
Pink
be a
Floyd
little
is a brand. I mean, they're both brands, but Pink Floyd, you get a Pink Floyd shirt at the Gap. Like Pink Floyd, the Dark Side of the Moon logo alone is worth $1 million, millions of dollars.
Yeah, it just seemed like some bitter comments, and it's kind of like when you see Harrison Ford in an interview. You're like, you want him to be really charming and sweet, but he comes off really grumpy. And it's a bummer when you see Roger Waters. You're like, dude, you suck as a person.
And also, it's fine. If you don't like Black Sabbath, if you didn't like, Ozzy Osbourne's antics or whatever, the man just died. His family is still grieving. You don't have to go on a podcast and start trash talking the dude.
And isn't there something to be said when you can't talk to your own band? You can't talk to the other guy in your band, and you want to talk about idiocy. There might not be a dumber thing than that band never plays again, even for charity, because of what? Your ego, Raj? Come on.
For the record, Pink Floyd is a bigger band than Black Sabbath, primarily due to Pink Floyd's significantly higher album sales and widespread critical acclim.
Yeah,
I love the band, but I wish he'd just play the music and stop.
And then, you hear Roger Waters and who's the other guy?
David Gilmour.
Yeah, they'll go back and forth like little girls. And David Gilmour will be like, actually, I wrote that song. And Roger Waters is like, he didn't have any input at all.
Well, and I think they were supposed to sell their music catalog, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think this, for $500 million or something, and I don't think the sale ever went through because they were fighting.
Yeah.
And it's come on, you guys, really?
It's sad that they can't get it together.
Well, I mean, I feel like Journey's in the same boat. They will never all agree. They will never come to terms on anything. And
At least they're still a band and they're touring.
They're still doing it. But
all right, more on those stories at 1059thebrew.com. And we'll put that clip up if you want to see the Roger Waters.
Wait, what did Jack
clip.
Osbourne have to say, though?
Oh, Jack Osbourne he came back and said, you know what, F you.
Yeah.
And he said, my father always thought you were a word I can't say on the radio. Thanks for proving him right.
See, and it felt like there was a thing between them that goes back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There must have been an issue somewhere.
Right. All right, coming up in a few minutes, we do have tickets to Nitro Circus off the rails when it's at the Memorial Coliseum in December. We also got to talk about bacon and beer. Father and son broke into a water park.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just good father and son time.
Sounds fun.
We'll actually talk about that coming up here right after Guns N' Roses. Happy Friday. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura on The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
It's always good to spend time with your kids. You know, make quality time, play a little catch, you know, build something with your boy.
Yeah, you should try and work that in.
But I'm not sure that this is really the best kind of father and son time.
Uh-oh.
This dad decided to break into a water park kind of like the Clackamas Aquatic Park.
Okay, which is sweet.
So they break in. His son's 11 years old.
Oh.
And they break in just to like show his 11-year-old because it's his kid's birthday. And so he's breaking into the water park to hang out with his kid.
So I'm assuming this was like at nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be closed.
Yeah. So listen to this. Listen to this news report.
This is the incredible moment a father broke into a water park at night to give his 11-year-old son the best birthday treat. Security cameras caught the pair sneaking around and having fun in Russia last week. The man faced a sack from his job until bosses found out the reason he did it was for his son's birthday and decided that he could keep his job.
I also love how they say that. What they called it, he was facing a sack from his job.
Yeah.
Got sacked.
Yeah, it's just the idea, it seems a little tweaky to me. Or like dad's got a drinking problem. Like you brought him over at night.
It was Russia, so.
And you probably do have a just drink to stay warm. But why didn't you just go during the day and give him the great day during the day?
What I keep thinking is dad forgot. And all of a sudden, he remembered that it's his boy's birthday or whatever, and he's got to do something quick.
It's like, oh, I've had this planned all along. Let's break into the water park.
And when I first heard you reference this story, I was thinking of an outdoor situation. Like I thought they broke into like a Six Flags.
Yeah, maybe
type of
climbed the
place.
fence.
Yeah, like, and then I saw the footage, and I'm like, oh, they full on broke into a spot.
Yeah, this is a B&E.
Yeah, it's like an indoor water park.
It's interesting, too, that the reason they didn't fire him is because he did it for his son as a birthday gift, but it's like I feel like that's an even more fireable offense. It's like you're not a great role model.
You still performed a B&E.
Yeah.
So yeah, you had a felony with a minor. You're contributing to the delinquency of one. No worries.
That's fine. You can keep your job.
Oh, it's for your kid's birthday? Oh, case closed.
I also let him drive us there.
Well, it looks like everything's okay. It is Russia, so things are a bit different there.
Now, granted, if it was outdoor, I don't even think it would be a story, right? Like, hop the fence,
But big ups to dad for at least taking care of his kid on his birthday.
Yeah, there are worse dads out there.
And obviously, they didn't like destroy anything or damage any property because everything was fine. Like,
maybe like a window to get in. Other than that.
What's the deal? Like, how long does it take that wave pool to get going?
Yeah. How does he know how to operate all the equipment?
Like, are you putting this kid down a dry slide, man? Like,
in the
you
video,
gotta get the water on.
In the video, everything looked like it was on. So
he must
maybe they don't turn it off. I don't know. But have you ever, committed a crime with
your child?
With your child, or maybe with your parents?
I hope that they would have at least broken into the concession stand and got one of those big red ropes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Love those things.
Just a big tub of soda.
Anything you want, my boy.
That's right. 98197 is our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. Have you ever committed a crime with your kids, or have you ever committed a crime with your parents? And what was it? Was it just simple B&E, or was it a bank robbery?
Just a simple B&E.
Yeah, because we've had callers in the past who their mom was a drug dealer. You get roped into it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So a lot of crazy stuff happens when you're rolling with mom.
Yeah, good old-fashioned father-son bank robbery team sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
866-445-1059. The only thing I remember doing as a kid that my mom was okay with was I drove before I got my license.
Yeah, so did I.
And I think my mom didn't care. And
no.
She actually I think liked it because she was like, go get me some soda.
Oh,
so
wow.
I have to drive to the store to get some soda. So.
Is that 15 or 14 or just without a license?
About 15 years old. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I didn't have a license till I was 18. So it was
riding dirty for a long time.
Yeah.
Jeez. So dirty. My parents were not into it. I took the car one time before I had my license, and it was a bad move.
Yeah, I never stole the car. So, my mom stole the car as a kid.
She was giving it to you. Why would you steal it?
Right, yeah.
Just go.
But even before that, my mom stole a car, apparently, when her grandmother's car when she was, 10 or something like this. She was super young, apparently. And I'm like, you were a terrible child, mother. And I was a good kid.
10 years old.
Yeah.
Wow, nowadays, CPS would be called, it'd be over.
They'd come for you.
It was Dallas, Texas, and it was a different time.
It's just like you growing up in the country driving a car, Laura. It's not the same as me being in a suburb driving, hauling down the street.
Yeah.
That would have been 1965.
That's what I was going to ask you. Was everything close to your house? Like, weren't you worried about getting pulled over?
I was terrified. When a cop got near me, I would just lock up. But I just kept telling myself, be normal and everything's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm. Just be cool, man. Be cool.
And I never got pulled over until my license was suspended for driving uninsured once. I was a very irresponsible child. Mm-hmm. All right, but I've got it together now.
It's all part of the growing pains.
I've got it together now. 98197, that's our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. Laura, so you drove. Is there any other? Your mom is a pretty, a very religious woman.
Yes,
Can't
but
imagine you doing a crime with your mama.
No. Other than driving the car, and she was always in the seat next to me, so
Yeah.
it's not like. But yeah, no, I don't think I ever got into any trouble with my mother.
Well, Beefwater, on the other hand, I can see him robbing a bank with his parents.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like I was ever knowingly involved in any crime, but I'm sure they were committed around me without me knowing.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
All right, coming up, we'll take more of your calls. And also, we've got those Nitro Circus tickets for you. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura on the brew. I don't know why I said your name.
Laura.
Happy Friday.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes.
It's 105.9 The Brew, Portland's rock station. Tanner, Drew, and Laura. We are 1 week away from Bacon and Beer, a decade of debauchery. We've reached 10 years, the 10-year mark. I can't believe it. I can't believe we still have a job, frankly, let alone just still doing Bacon and Beer.
Yeah, forget about the fact, forget about the Bacon and Beer portion of it. Just even to be still employed after 10 years is a milestone.
That's right.
And it doesn't happen very often in this industry.
It's true. I think about it every time I scan my card and the light turns green.
Yeah.
So one of these days.
The party's going down a week from today. It's taking over Elks Lodge in Milwaukee. We'll be broadcasting live between 6 and 10 a.m. Everyone who shows up gets free bacon. We've got a lot of surprises. There's, I think, something we're going to announce Monday, maybe even later today if we can get the green light. But it's going to be awesome, and everyone's going to want to. You're going to want to be there for this. I can't say it yet because it's like 99.9% confirmed.
Yeah, and if we say it out loud, it won't happen.
It's usually the way it goes.
So we're hoping for that to come across the finish line any minute.
How confident are you that that's going to happen, Beef?
Pretty confident.
Okay, so can I say it?
No, I wouldn't say it yet
Don't
because
say
saying it brings on the Murphy's Law of that's when it's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
So
All right.
let's just let a sleeping dog lie.
All right, either later today or Monday, we'll let you know. But yeah, Friday it's going down. We're gonna have a karaoke contest. Everyone on the show is gonna battle each other in karaoke and see who's the best. The audience will decide.
Yep.
Laura just shared an idea for one of her songs.
Yeah.
And can we say that? You guys got to give me something.
Okay, fine, but I don't know if I'm going to do it yet because it has curse words in it, and I know I can censor myself, but I need everyone to agree not to sing along.
Okay.
Okay, because
You're so talented, it's impossible
Now,
not for the
I don't think he'll do the
crowd
whole
to-
song. He'll do like the first verse and the chorus and then the second
I'm
verse.
doing the whole song.
Okay.
The last part
We
is
don't-
like, like the
we don't really
bridge
have a
is
lot
like
of time
my
for that.
We don't have
favorite.
5 minutes for you to dial in a hit.
Laura's like, not only am I doing the whole song, I got a 17-minute remix. We're doing this thing.
No, I want to do, but one of my favorite parts is closer to the end.
Yeah. All right. So Laura,
Yes.
So she is still looking for a song.
what song were you thinking about doing? What song are we talking about here?
Lose Yourself by
From
Eminem.
Eminem.
Because when
Lose
I see
Yourself.
you, I think.
I know no one will expect that I would crush this song, but I can.
Taking it back to the roots.
Yeah. Yeah, she is from Detroit, so she's gonna, she's gonna bring it. She's gonna act
She's
like
already
it.
getting pumped up right now.
Rapping is really hard.
My old band used to do a cover of this. It's a lot of lyrics.
It's a lot of words. It's a lot of saliva building up in your mouth.
You
it's
can
a
do
lot
it,
of
though?
breathing.
You can do it?
Yeah, I don't usually do it unless I've been drinking. I'm not doing it. I have to save
Yeah,
it.
you can't be.
Mom
you can't be
spaghetti. He looks calm and ready.
She just reached down and
But
pulled a
he
40
keeps
out of her
on
bag.
forgetting. All right, well, Laura, I'd be excited to see you do Lose Yourself. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
So, but the only rule is that I have to be able to do the whole song.
Yeah, well, if we all do a song, it's a 20-minute bit.
Yeah, that's a 4.5-minute song, Laura.
Yeah, and you're going to
So?
do that, and we're going to do a verse? Come on.
How about whoever wins gets to do their whole song?
At the end?
Yeah.
I thought when you win, you get to be done.
All right, we'll
iron out
figure
the
it
details.
Okay, I'll write.
All right. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a decade of debauchery. So please come out to Bacon and Beer. Oh, I do know that McD sent in another song.
Oh, great.
I think last night.
But I think he's going to actually miss Bacon and Beer.
Really?
Which is really upsetting.
Yeah, not as upset as he is.
Yeah.
All right, here's McD singing another Bacon and Beer jingle.
Give me some bacon, give me some beer. Take me to the yacht clubs, 'cause I know the brew be there. The brew be there. Show me how to hear, show me how to see. You tell me this party's a decade of debauchery. Debauchery. Hey, Milwaukee, get your bacon beer on.
Yeah.
Hey, Milwaukee, get your bacon beer on.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I want someone to film a McD in the wild, like, stand in the corner of a library singing into his phone.
Yeah, because where do you think he
Because he has to be everywhere, because it's all the time.
Is he in his car or is he
He's
just
like in baggage claim. He's everywhere.
I just love the notion of him driving around and then one comes to him and he thinks one, he writes it down.
Yeah, you know he's making
got
notes.
a list of songs that he's got.
Yeah, his girlfriend's probably on the verge of leaving him.
Yeah, it looks like
Whatever,
a
they
manifesto.
They just got married.
Oh, they
just
did.
got hitched, so she loves his
It's
songs.
the first couple of
She
years that
loves
are the rockiest, they say.
All right, we'll see you next Friday for Bacon and Beer, a decade of debauchery. It's all brought to you by Quantum Fiber Internet, and you can get all the info now at 1059thebrew.com. All right, coming up in a few minutes, more tickets to Nitro Circus off the rails when it takes over the Memorial Coliseum in December. We'll play the Rotten Tomatoes game for your chance to win. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura on The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's Rock Station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Listen to this. This is, I don't know how I feel about this. A minor league baseball team is going to be managed by artificial intelligence.
How is that a thing?
I don't know, man. The Oakland Ballers of the Independent Pioneer League.
Okay.
I've never even heard of that. Will hand off most managing decisions to artificial intelligence.
So, I mean, I believe they're all using AI from the majors all the way down, just in a different capacity, you know, just analyzing things, using it for statistics and compilation. But this feels a little gimmicky that it's this early. Like, how can the manager be completely AI? But it's, you know, like the Portland Pickles do some fun stuff. So I don't know if this is exploding whale stuff or what.
Well, as of right now, it's just for one game tomorrow. But the Ballers are partnering with this AI company for the experiment. So if it works, then
okay. So right now it's just like a shtick.
How is AI going to kick dirt on the umpire's shoes?
Yeah, that's right.
That is a good part of the whole thing, is a belly bump.
Yeah.
The arguments between coaches and umpires are
amazing.
It's really great.
And then when they decide they're done, like they talk really cordial until it's done, and then it's just like dirt, belly, I'm out of here.
Go and throw the bats out there on the field.
Take a base and take it with you. Like you've seen some wild stuff.
I live for that stuff, and with AI, I feel like we're going to be seeing that AI coaches, AI managers.
Yeah, but I feel like at that point, it's like you have to have some regulations in place because what if one team has an AI coach and the other team doesn't have an AI coach? Like, how are they going to decide what's fair and what's not?
Wouldn't it have to be universal at that point?
You would think so.
It would be all or nothing, right?
Mm-hmm. And minor league baseball is a bit of an anomaly, especially in an independent league where they can make their own rules. But in most leagues, everything is uniform. If you can have it, I can have it, or we aren't having it at all.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be fair.
Yeah.
And it's like one team gets high tops and the others have to wear flats. Like, that's not.
Well, we'll see what happens with this, but tomorrow there's going to be a baseball team managed by artificial intelligence.
What if they absolutely crush it?
And then they might play the Savannah Bananas next.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be the thing that would get other teams to notice, right? Like in Moneyball, everyone joked at him, or joked about him and laughed at him, and they realized it was the way to do things.
The gold standard.
Yeah. We got some talkbacks to our iHeartRadio app.
I think I was like 5 or 6 or something. I was pretty young, and I could fit my hand in the little lottery ticket dispenser at like a Winco. And I remember sticking my hand up in there, and I'd grab a ticket, and I could pull, and I'd pull like extra tickets out of the machine. I had like 20 or so out of the machine before my mom noticed, and she grabbed me, and we took off, and she didn't take those tickets back, and that's a crime, Mom.
She's like, you're in big trouble. Aren't you going to the counter? We're out of here.
Yeah. Also, real quick, can you get 5 more?
Earlier, we wanted to know if you've ever committed a crime with your parents, and like this guy broke into a water park with his 11-year-old son to just give him a birthday party.
Come on.
My 2-year-old stole something while we were on our trip, but I had no recourse because we had her in a stroller and we were going through like street fairs, and there's just there's all these displays that are right there where you walk by, and my kid's like grabbing stuff and I'm putting it back, grabbing stuff. Well, at some point she grabbed an England pin and must have stashed it, and we'd been by 100 different things, but when we got back to the apartment, I found it under her leg. I was like, we didn't buy this.
Yeah.
So we stole it. And there was no way to get it back to him, so that pin came home.
Souvenirs are expensive, and it's a great story. So.
Also, just part of a kid that age. My kid has clipped a couple packs of Rolos or whatever, on the way out of the check stand. You're going to get to the car, and you're like, where'd that come from?
I remember as a kid, I stole a pop-up book from a grocery store once, and I was like 4 or something. I barely remember this, but I remember when I got into the car, I showed it to my grandmother, and I started to laugh. And she was so upset with me that she walked me back into the grocery store, and I had to apologize to the guy. And then I remember him telling me, we could call the police on you right now.
Yeah, the little scared straight move.
Yeah.
Which is a good one. My 2-year-old doesn't really understand, and I didn't know where to go do that, or I would have. I would have hit her with the scare tactic for sure, but go to 87 Booths. Is this yours?
Yeah.
We got some text messages coming in on our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. This one's from 2824. It says, in the summer of 1980, I was 10 years old, and my dad and I snuck into the red zone around Mount St. Helens. The sheriff put me in the back of his car while he had a heated conversation with my dad. I think myself being there was the only reason he wasn't arrested.
Wow. And of course, Dad's getting hot. He's completely in the wrong. You're in the red zone.
It sounded like the cop was also getting hot, though. Like, what are you doing bringing your kid up here, you dum-dum?
Yeah.
One-Eyed Sean, good morning.
Hey, good morning. It's not so much a crime, but it was kind of a crime to my mom, to my parents. We were at Fred Meyer's, and I was probably 5 years old, and I decided to run off and go somewhere, and so I went to the customer service counter, and I gave them, the lady at the customer service counter, my middle name, and so she goes on the intercom, and she goes, well, the parents of a Michael Richardson, please come to the customer service counter. And my mom and dad were looking all over the place in Fred Meyer's for me. And when my mom started walking up to the customer service counter, I saw my mom, and I yelled at her, and I said, don't you ever leave me like that again. Yeah, so that was kind of a crime on my parents. I thought it was kind of funny.
It's funny until you got home and got the belt.
Sneaky snake, yeah.
All right, one-eyed
Yeah,
Sean.
exactly.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, happy Friday, guys.
Happy Friday. Clean that eyeball, all right? Don't want that to get
Put
infected.
that in a little rubbing alcohol.
Let's go to line 2. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Have you ever committed a crime with your kids or maybe with your parents?
Yeah, my dad and I dined and dashed one time when I was younger, and it was kind of innocent, but not. So we went to a Sweet Tomatoes, and that's the way, you pay before you go in, like a buffet.
Oh, yeah.
And when we walked in, there was absolutely nobody at the counter or anything. So we just went along our way. We grabbed our food. And that's when I realized as a very young kid, my dad was not a thief, because he's like, come on, let's go. And we got up to go walk out, and he put his hoodie on all sketchy-like. And we just walked out the door, and I was like, we got in the truck, and I was like, did we just not pay for that? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And just started the truck, and we drove home.
Yeah, like, Dad, crime isn't for you.
How come I got to wear a ski mask when we go to Sweet Tomatoes?
Yeah.
Thanks for the call, brother. Appreciate it. We got a few more text messages coming in on our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. This one says, I use the kids' car carriers to shoplift.
Oh my God. And you watch those videos, it is cringe city when they bust them and it's in the car, in like the babies.
It's just so pathetic.
It's a lot.
This one from 4180 says, I pretty much did the usual, driving a vehicle without a license and drinking before my 21st birthday. Not in excess or anything, just sparingly before I was considered legal. So did you do that with your parents?
I do feel like I had a lot of friends in high school, even elementary school, who would tell me that they would, like, their parents would let them sip off their beers or whatever.
Everybody had the friend. We all had one or two friends where their parents were fast and loose.
Yeah.
And you could go over there and you could drink and they would smoke. And
I remember as a kid, I thought my mom's friend was drinking apple juice because that's what it looked like in a champagne glass. It must have been New Year's Eve or something. And I asked for a sip and I took a sip of it. And I thought it was the worst tasting thing ever. So I didn't drink till my senior year in high school.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
which I don't recommend, kids.
It's good to have them taste it because I remember the first taste of beer my dad gave me. It was a while before I want another one of those.
Those are gross as a kid. I wanted Dr. Pepper and ice cream. All right, coming up next, we do have some tickets to Nitro Circus. It's off the rails going down at the Memorial Coliseum in December. We're going to play the Rotten Tomatoes game coming up next, but we need callers 10 and 11 right now. 866-445-1059 is the number. We'll play right after the Chili Peppers. Happy Friday. It's The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Bacon and Beer, a decade of debauchery is coming up a week from today. Elks Lodge in Milwaukee. We'll be broadcasting live between 6 and 10. Everyone who shows up gets free bacon. We got a lot of prizes, a lot of surprises. Karaoke contest between everyone on the show. Metal Scream contest between listeners. And, of course, some delicious food down at Elks Lodge. And, by the way, we're really trying to help out their cause, which is helping out kids with vision problems.
Yeah.
Right, Beefwater?
Yeah, it's called the EYES program. The Elks Youth Eye Service.
Which is a great thing. I mean, can you imagine being a kid and not being able to see your favorite movies or shows
or even read in school?
Yeah, it's just that sucks. So, what can we do? Beefwater, is there going to be a QR code there?
Well, there's right now you can just go to 1059thebrew.com. When you look at the Bacon and Beer post there's a link that you can go to get more information about this program, and you can donate there as well. We will have a QR code at the event where people can just scan that real easy if they would like to help. You can donate as little as, I believe, $5 is the opening
nice.
The opening gesture there, and it's a great deal. They provide vision screening eye care for children across Oregon and beyond, as well as research into pediatric eye disease. So they got a multifaceted operation over there.
This is not some shoddy thing either. This is a 75-year deal that they've been doing that dates all the way back, and they've really made a difference, and I think it'd be cool if we could help move the needle.
Yeah. Anything you can do, 1059thebrew.com is the website, and we'll see you next Friday at Elks Lodge for Bacon and Beer, a decade of debauchery.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to play the Rotten Tomatoes game. Going to give you a list of a bunch of movies, and you're just going to have to tell us which one is rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's meet our contestant. He is calling from McMinnville this morning. His name's Matt. What's happening, Matt?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
On my way to work.
Yeah, what do you do for a living, bro?
Flagging.
Flagging. You were reluctant to tell us that. That's an honorable job.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a very boring job, but...
How do you not fall asleep? You can't leg lock, right? You can't lock your knees.
Oh, yeah, because you'll faint.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
No, heck no.
No, you're an anomaly. Every flagger I see is standing there smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, a lot of do.
All right.
A lot of flaggers do.
All right, dude. Well, you got to get You got to get 3 out of 5 to win the tickets to Nitro Circus.
And it sounds like he needs a little excitement in his life, so I hope this works out.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
Travis Pastrana will bring you full circle, bro.
If you lose, you have to listen to us give your tickets to somebody who did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. What movie's rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes, Matt? Pretty Woman or The Bodyguard?
Oh, yeah.
It's tough.
Dang it. I'm gonna go with Pretty Woman.
Is Pretty Woman rated higher on the Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah. Nice. You know, those aren't her legs on the cover. Those are Photoshopped legs. Yeah, tough deal.
What movie's rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes? Lethal Weapon or Die Hard?
Ooh. Man, these are all hard ones. I'm going to go with Die Hard.
Is Die Hard rated higher on the tomats? Hans Gruber! It is. Die Hard's got a 94%. Lethal Weapon has a 81%.
Flag team go 2-0.
What movie's rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes? Green Lantern or Madam Web?
Oh, wow.
I did this one just for Tanner.
They're both terrible. For the record.
Oh, man. I would say Madam Web.
Madam Web, is that rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes? No. Hell no. That is a piece of crap,
Well,
that movie. That movie's got a 10% on Rotten
thought they
Tomatoes,
both were.
and that's still too high. Green Lantern's got a 25%.
Yeah,
Both
so
trash.
both really bad.
All right, what movie's rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes for the win, dude?
2-1.
The Graduate or American Beauty?
American Beauty.
Is American Beauty rated higher on the tomats? It is. There it is, bro.
It's super creepy to watch now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Now
just
that you
knowing
get
how
spacey
creepy.
in the shower, what's
Yeah.
really going on?
Congratulations, brother. You just got yourself tickets to Nitro Circus Off the Rails. It's happening December, 12th at the Memorial Coliseum.
Correct.
All right, bro.
Sweet.
Nice job.
Heck yeah.
It is worth mentioning, I think, that The Graduate and American Beauty have the same critic score, but the audience liked American Beauty more.
Yeah, American Beauty's a really good movie.
It is very.
It's just too bad that he's such a weirdo now, and that's all you think of.
Yeah, I mean, the movie was already creepy,
It really is.
but now even
Yeah.
creepier.
It adds an extra layer.
All right, coming up in a few minutes, we've got to check more of your talkback messages. Laura's going to do another Laura's Dusty Trail segment later on today where she tells you about her favorite trails. Maybe it's perfect for you. That's all coming up.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
1059 The Brew. It's Portland's rock station. So a new survey was just conducted, and it found that there's a lot of people, a surprising number of people who actually cry at work.
Yeah.
Oh, that must mean you're really enjoying it.
Yeah, you
Happy
really love it.
tears, right? Of course.
No, there's a lot of people who cry on the job, and it's becoming more common, apparently. You'll be surprised at the numbers, and we want to know, have you ever cried at work? Have you ever cried on the job? It's all right. You can be a man and cry still. I'm a crier.
Yeah. I'm tough.
866-445-1059.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers.
So tomorrow night's Powerball drawing has climbed to a staggering $1.8 billion.
Yo.
It's game time.
That is so much cash. Now, I guess it varies in each state if you take the lump sum, even though Mark Cuban just came out and said, don't take the lump sum.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do, I guess it varies in each state how much you'll get.
Yeah, the numbers are staggering that what you lose. I mean, I think you just concentrate on multiple hundreds of millions are yours. You're not going to get $1 billion. You're going to get hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
After it's all done.
Which I think for most of us is just fine.
That's fine.
What is the rule on, can you pass it on if you, or does it end when you end?
No, I think it's your money. So I think that's one of the common misconceptions about the getting the payments over time is that, well, what happens when you're gone? Well, your estate still gets the money. So it's yours until there's no more money left.
So many people are obviously going into your Plaid Pantries and your AM/PMs and your 7-Elevens to buy Powerball tickets. And it's kind of overwhelming, I guess, for the clerks.
Oh, my God. On another level, yesterday, or whenever was the drawing, day before yesterday, whatever, I went in at the last minute to get the ticket. Because Amy's like, well, you should probably, the whole chip in a chair thing, you should go get one. So I went and buy 5 tickets. And I walk in, and there's like 15 minutes till 7. I think they draw around then. So I'm walking in, and the lady who works there is standing outside, and she's lighting a cigarette right as I walk up, and she looks at me, and she just, the life falls out of her face, and she goes, she's starting to quiver, and she goes, what time is it? And I go, it's like 6:40, and she goes, damn it, and just puts the cigarette out and starts going for the door. And I'm like, whoa, what's wrong? She's like, I can't get a break. I haven't had a cigarette in hours. It's just person after person after person. And she's beside herself, and it's just me. And I'm like, you can smoke it. She's like, no, I can't. You're going to miss the drawing. And she just stormed inside. And like, she was so beside herself that I'm like consoling her while she's doing my ticket. She goes as far as to say that she hates this game. She can't wait for this game to be over, crying the whole time.
Yeah.
And says that even a customer gave her a $10 ticket, which is what I'm buying right now, and she hates the game so much that she gave it to another customer.
Wow.
She's dead
She's
to her.
fed up.
And so I finally get her a little bit calmed down. And as I finish paying, I turn to leave, and the door opens, jingle, jingle, and she just right back to the pit.
Oh, no.
Because it's not happening until after the drawing.
To her credit, she was miserable and still stopped what she was doing to make sure you got your ticket.
And to say things like,
100%.
you're going to miss the drawing. She could have just been like, it's too late.
Yeah, and I'm trying to console her, and she goes, this is the worst. I hate this game. And I go, well, you won't hate the game if I win, because I got to bring you some money. Right,
I think the store gets some automatically.
The store does, but like, I would pay her.
Yeah.
Because I've always thought that, like, you just changed my life on accident. Here's some money.
Mm-hmm.
But she is crying like crazy, and I left her in a heap.
Man, I bet she can't wait till somebody wins this jackpot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
when they didn't win, she probably went right to the bottom.
The next drawing is tomorrow, so go get yourself a ticket, but be kind to your
I'm gonna
store
go
clerk.
make my Plaid Pantry clerk cry today by getting a ticket.
All you got to do is open the door at mine.
We want to know, do you cry at work, or have you cried at work? Maybe not, like you don't do it all the time, but you have.
Like, who hasn't cried at work?
866-445-1059. I definitely have. You have too?
Oh, there was a period of time. I remember this was so embarrassing. This is how I went on Lexapro. Because
Here's my Lexapro
story.
Prequel.
So I went out to talk to a salesperson. I was already having a bad day. I went through a streak of like every day was a bad day. And so I went out to talk to a salesperson about like business stuff. And we were getting through the conversation. I said what I needed to say. I was about to like about face and go back to the studio. And she goes, "How you doing?" And I was just like,
sometimes someone just asking you how you're doing and showing a little compassion just brings it right to the surface.
You're like, I've been waiting for an ear to talk to.
So I just had like a little Menti B. And we had to go into like the green,
little mental breakdown.
We had to go into the little green room over there, and she sat me down, and we had like a little convo, and I was like, I think I need some help.
Yeah.
So that was the last time that I really had a breakdown at work.
Did they agree with you?
She's like, yeah.
She goes, here, have a couple of these.
I think you
exactly.
do.
I think the last time I cried at work was just talking about my dog dying. I think that's.
Oh yeah, Bear.
I think that's the last time, but I definitely have multiple times. It's usually, I think, on the air telling a story, to be honest with you.
This job, there's so many stories, so many fun and happy stories, but occasionally a story hits you, like even a story about like a dad and a kid and something happens.
Yeah.
I'm over here weeping.
Yeah.
It's just like, if you hit me right, I'm gone.
Yeah, if I'm in a certain mood and a sad commercial comes on, I will cry. So I got to be very careful.
for sure.
I'm a gentleman. I wait till I get in my car.
We want to know if you've cried at work before and what was it for. The reason we're asking, before we go to the phones here, there's a lot of people on the line right now. I guess crying is becoming more common at work, and a lot of people do it more than you realize. 48% of in-person people in the job say they cry at work. 48%.
That is a lot. Almost half.
And you wonder like how frequent this is.
70% of remote workers report tearing up on the job.
70%?
70% of remote
you're in the
workers.
privacy of your own home.
Yeah, you don't have your defense mechanisms up. We're all tough in a crowd. Alone, you might just fall apart.
However, gender norms and workplace culture often stigmatize crying, with women perceived as emotional and men breaking male stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
Managers and colleagues can help by showing empathy and and
Just being chill.
just being a good person.
on now.
It's not that hard.
At home sobbing. Just stop emailing me, Brian. Stop it.
Downtown Tina Brown, good morning. Have you ever you work at the post office? Have you ever cried there?
I'm sure she's crying all the time at the post office.
Yes. As a matter of fact, the Postal Service delivers cremated remains.
Oh.
And when you've been with the Postal Service for 19 years, like myself, my customers have become my family. And so whenever I get cremated remains, they ride up front with me. We listen to music, and I have to hand deliver them because the package has to be signed for. And it gets super emotional. It is wild, but I always give the remains a great ride to their destination.
And that is so great for the person you're delivering them to, too, because they were treated with dignity, even after death.
Absolutely.
And I think that is, dude, Tina, that is the nicest thing I've ever heard you do. And you've done some nice things for us.
And there is something you are special, and there's something special about having those remains with you. Like I had the honor of one time traveling with the remains of a friend and burying them somewhere.
Yeah.
And the whole time they're there, it's like you have there's this eerie feeling. Like I drove this guy around the city and like showed him his old house. He is dust.
Yeah.
And like there's something about it though. Like even talking about it makes my hair stand up on my arm.
Tina, you ever open up the urn and just poke the dust?
Okay, why would she do that?
I was just wondering.
No,
I'd be curious to see what it
absolutely
felt like.
not.
Or snort it?
Calling her a dust poker, dude?
No.
All right, downtown.
Not stirring my finger.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your call. Let's go to line 2. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Have you ever cried on the job?
Hey, guys. First off, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yes, I have cried at the job. I was working at Popeyes as a cook in the back, middle of Tuesday craziness, the cheap chicken. And I got a call from my mother. My mother says, hey, your grandma died. And I just dropped my phone. And everyone just kind of looked at me, and I was like, I got to go. And my boss was like, okay, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
She was so cool.
That's great when your
That's
boss actually understands.
So nice, because there was a death when I was waiting tables in West Virginia. There was a death like among our staff to the point where like I came into work and there was nobody in the dining room because everyone was just like beside themselves. We'd like all found out at work, and we were like everyone was a mess. And the corporate offices were like, you're not closing. Like, you guys still have to stay and work. So it's very cool.
Suck it up and serve the tenders.
Yeah. So it's very cool that your boss was, because that's a tough thing to work through for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. One quick shout out to Tina Brown. She's awesome, by the way.
Isn't she great?
We need more people like her.
Yeah, for sure.
That's right.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate your call. Happy Friday to you. Actually, you know what? Let's give this guy a free pizza.
Okay.
All right.
From P. Murph's. That's what they call him on the street.
P. Murph's?
Papa Murph's.
Hang on, bro. We'll get you a free pizza from Papa Murphy's today. So sad.
Wait, so Beefwater, you're joking around over here.
What are you?
You're hee-hawing over here. Have you ever cried at work?
I cry daily.
He's not being
I know, he's not
serious.
serious.
Got like
I don't
that
think he's capable
He's
of
got
crying.
that 1950s shell. When he cries, it's just he just stands there and his eyes get wet.
Yeah. Every night on my way home, I just the tears stream down like
you
that
ever
Native
be
American
serious?
man looking at trash on the highway.
Oh my gosh.
All
that
right,
commercial is
more
iconic.
Your calls coming up. We want to know if you've ever cried at work. What was it over? 98197 is our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. I want to tell you about my friends at the Advocates. If you've ever been in a car accident and you've had to deal with the insurance companies, you already know how frustrating it is. Well, the truth is, to the insurance companies, you are nothing but a number. They're going to tell you they'll take care of you. They say that you're in good hands, but when push comes to shove, it actually hurts their bottom line to pay you money. And so they're going to avoid it at all costs. They have these algorithms now that will just veto you before you even talk to a person. It's super frustrating. That's why you got to reach out to Ken and Donnie at the Advocates, because they're going to make sure that the insurance companies pay you all the money that you deserve, every cent. That's all you're asking for, just, to be able to pay your bills. Because when you're recovering from a car accident, all you should be focused on is your recovery, not the drama that the insurance companies like to bring. So reach out to Ken and Donnie at the Advocates. They'll take care of you, and they don't even get paid till you win. And they've gotten over $100 million for their clients, so you know that they know what they're doing. AdvocatesLaw.com is a website. Tell them Tanner sent you. That's AdvocatesLaw.com.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Here's Drew.
Well, people were getting spit on last night on the NFL kickoff party. Nothing beats all the lead up, the pomp and circumstance, and before they even start playing, you get a star player kicked out. And really, if you looked at the tape, there's a chance they would have kicked out Dak Prescott as well, because it looked like he spit in the direction of an Eagle player. So at the end of the day, only one guy was kicked out, and Dak did take a second to explain his side of the story.
I don't wish for anybody to get out of the game. I'm sure he probably regrets that to some extent. I'm pretty sure he knows I didn't try to spit on him or wasn't even aiming to spit on him. So something that's probably going to get a lot of coverage and a lot of attention that I feel sorry for him.
Now, there will be more football tonight. Well, the Eagles did win 24-20. That's important. But tonight, Kansas City and the Los Angeles Chargers will be going down. It'll all be going down in Brazil, which will be a totally different feel there. It could be fun to watch. And then also, don't forget that this weekend, it is Ducks and Beavs at home. Both games in Corvallis and Eugene start at 12:30 tomorrow, so plan accordingly. I mean, if I was going to the game, I'd probably panic and go tonight, because tomorrow is going to be packed. It'll be kind of a fun atmosphere seeing all those fans on the road, but that also means it's going to get moving slow when you get close to Corvallis. Go Ducks, go Beavs, go get it. There's your sports.
Thank you much. More on the stories at 1059thebrood.com. Coming up here in about 30 minutes, Laura's going to do another edition of Laura's Dusty Trail and tell you about her favorite trails, if it's good enough for you or even worth it. Also, we want to know if you've ever cried at work. We found this survey that says 48% of people have cried. 70% of remote workers have cried. So tell us, why'd you cry? 98197 is our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers.
Have you ever cried at work? A new survey found that there's a surprising number of people who have and still do. 48% of people who actually go into their jobs every day apparently have cried. 70% of remote workers say that they've cried. So why did you cry at work?
It's funny that the remote worker cries so much because you'd think that they would be happier, but they're probably also distracted. You know, like they're watching videos that make them cry. They're, probably watching TV making them cry.
And you feel more comfortable at your house.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not in front of a bunch of people, so it's easier to let your guard down and just cry after a meeting that didn't go your way, or getting yelled at by your boss, or whatever the case may be.
Getting bummed out as Tom Selleck pitches you a reverse mortgage.
Yeah.
It's
the saddest thing of them all.
It hurts.
Well, we got some talkback messages coming in through our iHeartRadio app. Why did you cry at work? Download the app for your cell phone, and once you've got the Brew streaming, press the microphone button.
I used to work with a big, giant, like 6'4", 300-pound guy named Haas. And one day he showed up at work and said the boss was being really mean to him and was bawling like a baby. I didn't even know what to do with myself.
Oh, poor Haas.
Just because you're big doesn't mean you don't have a heart.
He's a gentle giant.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were mean to Haas.
We got a text message on our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line from 6929. It says, I'm an armed security guard in Portland. If I cried, I'd probably get fired.
Oh, come on. Did I see you break protocol? Are you getting emotional, Daryl? What in the hell?
9428 said, I cried at work when I got a call that my dad passed and he had a 5,000-pound car port collapse on him. Oh, my God.
That
That's
seems
fair.
like it would be
Grounds
upsetting.
for crying.
That's fair. Let's go to line one. Is this, I don't know who this is. It's Tanner, Joe, and Laura. Good morning.
Just me?
Yeah, it's you. What up?
My bad. Sorry. This isn't a normal reason, but sometimes you go down those YouTube rabbit holes and you watch reunions of soldiers coming home or dogs with their owners.
Yeah.
That gets you every time.
I am so on board with that. Like, I used to seek those out, and then somebody would walk into come into a production room and it looks like my eyes are beat up.
Yeah, it's like my heart can't take it anymore.
You gotta see that the kid, he didn't even know he was coming.
There's this YouTube channel called Hope for Paws, and the guy goes out in Los Angeles and rescues dogs that are just in the canals or just running around.
Right.
And it's usually 3 to 4 minutes, and it's a transformation video. So you see them catch the dog, and then you see what the dog became 2 months, 3 months after the
You
rescue.
start sad and you work your way to
Bro,
happy.
if I watch those at work, I'm done. I cry every single time one of those come on. So I hear you, Brad.
At least it's for a righteous reason.
That's true.
That's true.
right.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call. Let's go to line 2. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Why did you cry at work?
I cried at work because my friend that I've had for the last 3 years, this is a true story, y'all. He's Hispanic. I'm a brother. He's my sports guy. We go to the games. We watch it at the bar. But I'm going to tell you, ICE, deportation, immigration has got his family. He's fine.
Oh, no.
But he's had at least 20, 25 people in his family. He's got jobs all across the U.S. And he has totally shut down. So it's sad.
Yeah,
it's understandable.
It's really
now,
tough.
Has his family been deported, or are they in a
detention
facility? Yeah. Oh, he hung up.
Oh, man.
No, and he was having a hard time with it. So
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
I hope things get better.
Maybe this should have been a Monday topic.
Yeah, this is not exactly the most uplifting topic for a Friday, but hey.
We want to know why you cried at work. We got more talkbacks with the app.
Hey, Brew Crew, Gandalf here. On the Powerball payout deal, for those of
we'll just get to that later. The Powerball is $1.8 billion.
I cry every time I hear the Powerball.
Yeah, I cry every time I find out that I have to go back to work because I haven't won the Powerball.
Right.
3 times a week right now.
If you hear us on the air Monday,
we're probably going to be crying.
That's because we didn't win. Another talkback.
Be a man. Cry in the shower, steamer, sauna, anywhere it looks like your face is leaking on purpose.
All right.
Bong.
I do like that he didn't say, be a man, don't cry. Just do it where there's already moisture in the air.
Yeah, man.
You
listen,
gotta have a cry. Just let it get wet.
I'm an emotional guy, and sometimes just getting a good cry out in the car or at home before I go to bed or whatever, it's something I need to get it out.
Yeah.
And then I feel fine.
And there's no shame in crying.
Absolutely not.
I mean, if you cry a lot, it's a bit much, but
Well,
Yeah, in moderation.
yeah.
I'd rather have somebody cry and get it out than bottle it all up and come in and do something crazy.
I remember in the
That's true.
in the 4th grade, I gave it was Valentine's Day, and we all went to Oaks Park for school. It was like a field trip, and I gave one of the girls that I liked a Valentine, and she ignored me the entire trip. And I remember I cried skating at Oaks Park,
Man,
because I was sad that she ignored
man.
me.
We got to get you a better roller skating rink memory.
That's the only one I have.
I got some ride bracelets from Oaks Park in my bag. You take your lady. We're gonna wash that memory away.
We have more talkbacks coming in. A lot of them.
Good morning, Brew Crew. It's Chrissy from Vancouver. I have actually cried more on my current job than anything ever before. I work at Vancouver Clinic, a pretty big clinic in the area, and I work in our call center. So I get phone calls about, patients that have passed away that we have to mark deceased. And I connect really easily with people that have mental health trouble as well.
Yeah, I've actually been in the doctor's office when they've received either angry calls or sad calls, and I feel bad for the people who take the call, because most of these people are yelling at the reception.
Yeah, it takes a special type of person to
Yeah.
be able to deal with those types of phone calls.
A lady just like her. I mean, the fact that she knows that she does well with people who are in mental health crisis, and she knows it's going to be bad every time, and still comes to work. She's a saint.
9171 says, I've never cried at work, but I go by the saying that laughter relieves stress. So whenever my boss yells at me, I laugh.
In his face.
That would be actually a good little defense mechanism. They're coming at you, and you're just...
And then your boss is just like, wait, what?
This is hilarious.
Gary, you're hilarious.
No, I'm mad.
7606 says, the ugliest cry I ever had. Oh, I don't want to read this one in the air. It's so sad. It's not the sad one. And
skip it.
7606, I'm sorry about that. But it's so sad. This one's from 6158. Me and my whole company I used to work for, we all cried at work at the same time. One of our coworkers went to become a police officer, and then one day we found out in the line of duty. All these are so sad.
Well, we did talk about, we're talking about crying, so.
Yeah,
that's true.
We kind of opened Pandora's box, but we were more thinking, did you jam your toe into a door frame and sit there and weep for an hour?
Somebody steal your lunch from the refrigerator in the break room?
Yeah, that's emotional stuff.
Happy Friday. Why did you cry at work?
My yogurt was expired.
I'm going to line 1. Good morning. There you are. I can hear you driving.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I didn't know that you answered the phone.
It's all right.
Just
don't let it happen again.
I have some sad ones, but I'll give you a happy one. I am a dog groomer, and I have cried plenty of times just because the dogs are cute.
That's great.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. That's the crying I like to hear about.
Yeah, that'll bring us all the way back.
Yeah, all right.
Sometimes I'll cry because I'm stressed out, but, the happy part is the dogs are cute. They're always cute, so,
I appreciate it.
I'm definitely that person where when I'm angry or when I'm stressed, it comes out as crying. So if I get overwhelmed, oftentimes, I just can't stop myself.
Lori gets angry at me a lot, and she just cries, and I don't know what to do.
I mean, sometimes.
So I walk away. All right, thank you for the call.
Just leave me.
Appreciate it. This text comes from...
a bunch of ones you can't read. It's like we're in the sadness lounge.
Just make up something.
I got so mad at work with how corporate was handling situations that it made me cry.
Yeah.
I do. When I get frustrated, if I'm trying to do something and I can't figure out why it's not working, I'll be like, why?
Why are you attacking me personally right now?
Yeah, it does feel personal. Let's go to Ryan. Good morning, Ryan. Why'd you cry at work?
Yo,
Hello?
Ryan.
Oh, sorry, you're
that's
not Ryan. Well, it says it on the caller ID. What's up?
I'm in the car, yeah. So I was on, I'm a hairdresser, and when one of my clients had terminal cancer, and I had to shave her head, and all of her friends came, and all of her kids came, and her friends came, and it was really hard not to, but it was like a really positive pride experience of just being able to do that for her and being able to help her feel ready for the next things that were going to come.
Seeing love and support from your friends and family, it does make me emotional.
Oh my God, I'd be in a chair 5 chairs down weeping, and not even knowing the lady.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was trying not to want to shave my own head, just like, we're all doing it.
Did you do it?
No.
Oh, you see, you were the only one.
She's like, I'm working. Come on. I mean, I got emotionals. I'm not enough for you guys.
All right, appreciate your call. Thank you. Yeah, that is a sweet thing. That is to see all our friends and family. I've cried just watching those in videos.
Oh, for sure.
All right, more of your calls and texts coming up. I see a lot of talkback messages still coming in, and Laura's Trailhead, Laura's Dusty Trail. That's actually the name of it.
Laura's Trailhead. I like
Laura's
that.
Dusty Trailhead.
I don't like that at all.
Anyway, she's going to tell you about her favorite trails coming up here in just a few minutes.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
1059 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. All right, one more talk back from somebody talking about why they cry at work. We found out that 48% of people said that they've cried at work or cry, still. Another 70% of home workers, remote workers, said that they cry on the job. Why did you cry? We got one from Fat Thor.
Hey, Brew Crew. Fat Thor here, extremely hungover, but heard you guys talking about crying on the job. Now, I did cry one time at work, but it wasn't through emotion. I was cleaning the smoke detector out because someone stuffed a turd in there and I got pink eye. And that hurt a little bit. And when you have pink eye, it drips. So I consider that crying the only time I've ever cried.
Wait, why did somebody stuff? I have so many questions.
He cleaned the airplane after people got off it.
Yeah, he said a follow-up to that to clarify.
That smoke detector, by the way, was on an airplane when I used to work at the airport.
God, he does sound hungover.
Why would you stuff a turd into a smoke detector?
Well,
why not?
What else is he supposed to do with
it? I mean, he's just going to hang on to the thing, trying to get rid of it.
And people do some weird stuff.
People are out of their minds.
Oh, and why is Fat Thor calling from the bathroom?
Yeah, it sounded like he was in the shower.
Well, he's, I know he's at Elane, I think.
Yeah, he's probably, I bet his wife is sleeping in the room. And
He's in the stairwell.
bathroom.
He's in the stairwell.
That's why he's hungover, because
he's not supposed to be in the stairwell. Remember what happened last time?
Sure, he's sitting in the tub over there calling the show.
Yeah, well, luckily for Elane, that family's given him just short of $100,000, I'm sure. So they're just like, let him drink in the hallways.
Yeah, exactly.
But, all right.
Probably got a Bloody Mary in hand right now as we speak.
Yeah.
That actually, I wouldn't put it past him. It is Friday.
We've got your shot. If you want a Bloody Mary, you can drink one walking down the street in Vegas.
That's right.
Sounds spicy.
We've got your chance at a trip to Las Vegas to see our iHeartRadio Music Festival later this month and $1,000 right now.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold. Portland's Rock Station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. And it's going to be, earlier this week, the weekend was looking nice, but now it looks like we've got some clouds. No rain yet.
Womp, womp.
It should be all right, though. A little medium 70-something. It's perfect to get out and do something.
Yeah, it might be a nice weekend to go on a hike, and it's time for Laura's new segment, Laura's Dusty Trail.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Laura loves to hike, and if you follow her on Instagram, you know, you can see that she's got, like, most of her photos are hiking photos, I feel like.
Yeah, it's my brand, if you will.
And butt shots.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Travels with a tripod.
Always.
What trail did you check out this week?
Okay, so the trail I am going to review today is called Angel's Rest. It is in the Columbia River Gorge. Pretty popular trail.
I love the gorge.
But it's a little more difficult for people who aren't necessarily accustomed to hiking. The views at the top, though, well worth it. You get beautiful views of the gorge. The views on the way up are pretty nice as well. There's a waterfall and a creek you pass over. At the top, because it is the gorge, it can get pretty windy and cold. So I do prefer to do it on a warmer day. I've done it at the beginning of January.
Yeah.
And it can get pretty frigid up there. If you do it in the winter, crampons come in handy as well because it can ice over up there and then it gets pretty slippery and you kind of have to scramble at the top a little bit. So just be aware of that. But it's super easy to get to. The trail is right off I-84 with a very small parking lot. It's on like that waterfall corridor. So a lot of people park in that area, so just be aware of that. The parking lot fills up really quickly. But it's 4.5 miles out and back, elevation gain of about 1,500 feet. It is classified as hard. I'm going to be doing this one a little bit more as I start training for Mount Whitney, which we talked about last week. But it's definitely doable. And like I said, great views at the top, but just take your time. Hiking poles also come in handy for this one. So, yeah, but overall, I would give it...
How many Laura feet do you give it?
8.5 Laura feet.
Is it, when you get to the top and it's windy, is it like windbreaker behavior, or are you warm enough to where it doesn't matter?
No, I mean, I've actually only hiked it in like fall and cooler temperatures, so I don't know what it's like this time of year. It might be pretty nice, but I would definitely bring a windbreaker or something like that because it does get very, very cold up there.
The last time I went hiking in the gorge, which is like a month and a half ago or something, maybe 2 months. It was like a week after you went to that place.
Yeah.
So what was it? What's it called?
It was like the Mosier. Is that the one? The wildflower?
Yeah, kind of like the end of the gorge almost.
Yeah, not Dog Mountain, but it was in that area.
It was so windy that I could lean into it.
Yeah, and that wasn't even, I mean, the elevation hadn't even started really
The gorge
yet
is biblical. I mean, outside of New Zealand, it's the most jaw-dropping thing you'll find on this planet, I feel like.
Pretty beautiful. So, all right, Laura, thank you very much for another successful edition of Laura's Dusty Trail.
You're welcome.
And if you ever go and check out these trails, we'd love to see the photos from your hike, especially if it's one that Laura, suggested. So follow us on Instagram at Tanner, Drew, and Laura, or at 1059 The Brew, and share your photos with us. Yes. And that's where you can also find our own personal Instagram accounts. So if you just want to see Laura's hikes, just like, well, I don't like to hike, but I like to watch Laura hike.
That's good enough.
You can do that if you so choose.
Follow us at 1059 The Brew on the gram.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
1059 The Brew. It's Portland's rock station. Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Just a quick reminder that the chili cheese burrito and the double decker return to Taco Bell on September 9th. And
Tuesday.
I'm so excited next Tuesday. We actually called 2 different Taco Bells yesterday off the air just to make sure that it was true.
Double confirmation.
And they confirmed, yes, September 9th, it'll be back. So when you go and pick one up, just tell them Tanner, Drew, and Laura sent you.
Mm-hmm. And just make sure you're remembered and buy a couple.
I remember a couple of, like maybe a year or two ago on the air, we said, hey, just go ask Taco Bell for the chili cheese burrito. I went to a Taco Bell like 3 or 4 days later, and I asked them for the chili cheese burrito, and the person behind the counter or on the headset goes, why do people keep asking for that?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Get some movement in this game. Because if Taco Bell is like, wow, we got a spike, we got a burrito spike here, might be able to keep it.
I'd love to do a bacon and beer at a Taco Bell as long as they've got the chili cheese.
We could just do a special chili cheese show.
Chili
Yeah, it
cheese
should
and
be.
beer.
I was gonna say, get rid of the bacon. Just do a chili cheese.
Actually, bacon and beer's canceled. We're moving it to Tuesday. It's going to be at a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Slide a piece of bacon into one of those bad boys.
what time does Taco Bell open? Like, is there a way we can get an in and
Some are
like get
24
some?
hour.
But
I
like, could
think
we
that's
get like a
mostly
chili
drive-thru.
cheese
The day on next.
bright and early on Tuesday?
I think so.
Let me see.
Well, where's the closest?
'Cause
We got
I've
one
never
pretty
had
close
one.
to here.
Right up by Mike's Drive-In, across the street, down 3 doors.
Yeah, and that one
You mean
apparently
3 doors down.
Well, what are the hours? What are the hours on a bell, Tanner?
6 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Boom.
Done and
Closed for 2 hours.
done.
Just stay open.
Well, they probably
Is
gotta
it to
like clean
clean?
up and stuff. Yeah.
Even the one at the airport, the McD's closes for a couple hours.
Well, so yeah, Tuesday, the chili cheese burrito and the double decker and a bunch of other classic items will be back, but those are the ones. that
Caramel
matter.
apple empanada.
Go and ask for
will.
one. Tell them Tanner, Drew, and Laura sent you, and
Enjoy.
and that's all. Yeah, and,
Really.
and you're welcome.
Close your eyes while you eat it. That's the way.
Let's do this real quick.
And now, Tanner, Drew, and Laura's dumbass of the day.
Boy, sometimes you just wonder like how people have survived being so dumb.
You got a doozy here?
A surgeon gets jail time after amputating his own legs.
Why?
This is a real story. A former surgeon received a 2-year, 8-month prison sentence for insurance fraud and possessing extreme pornography. I don't know what kind of porn he had,
Some of that amputee stuff.
but Neil Hopper, 49 years old, he deliberately froze his legs with ice and dry ice back in 2019, forcing their amputation. He then falsely claimed the injuries resulted from sepsis to collect $625,000 from 2 different insurance companies.
Dude, there are other ways to defraud your insurance company. Like, I don't know. That seems extreme.
Prosecutors say that this guy Hopper had a quote sexual interest in amputation.
Oh
and
my God.
messaged friends that he should milk it regarding the claims.
Oh my God. What kind of niche porn are you into, dude, when you
Yeah.
wake up and you're legless?
Yeah.
That just seems like such a wild thing to consider. And, dude, I thought he might have. Oh, that's terrible. He just froze his own legs on purpose to kill them. They're all dead. You got to take it off now anyway. But $600,000 doesn't seem like enough money.
Now, the judge said that the guy did show remorse, but noted that the, quote, exceptionally high harm level and body mutilation videos he possessed was just over the top.
Yeah.
So maybe like amputee, like somebody cutting something off?
Aside from like child stuff, like I didn't know there were any other types of pornography that were like against the law, but this must be
Yeah.
actually crazy.
That can be on the same list.
Yikes.
Anyway, this guy, they found that no evidence whatsoever to indicate any risk or harm to patients during his employment from 2013 to 2023. So he just like messed himself up.
Yeah, the fact that he cut off his own legs, that's not the problem here. It was the fraud, right?
Yeah, that's the real part. But it's also doing things to manipulate the medical field, I think, is also.
What body part would you be
illegal.
willing to cut off for $625,000?
You can have any finger other than a thumb.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I play guitar and drums. I don't know.
Not all fingers. I said any, like as in you get one.
You could take a couple of toes.
600,000, pay
No,
your
because
house off and go wheels.
You can't. You can't do toes.
I would do toes or my nipples. I don't need those.
No
Yeah,
knobs.
that doesn't count. That doesn't
Can't
Take
get
my
rid of-
nipples.
Can't take a man's knobs, dude.
Why not? For $625,000, you could take both of them right
I don't
now.
think that
I feel like they
counts.
work as centering tools.
Yeah, you just walk lopsided without one.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
No, I think this guy missed an opportunity. If he had just done one leg, Dr. Hopper would have lived up to the family name, but now he'll never hop again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Man, yeah, now he's legless and going to be spending the rest of his life in prison.
Well, no, just 2.5 years.
Just a couple of years, but
wow,
seated.
But he's going to spend his rest of his life without legs.
Yeah, you can't get those back.
I mean, you got to feel so stupid.
And
How'd you lose your legs?
Well,
And you get no money. Like, you need money to live with no legs, but you don't get any money. You make 6 cents a day in prison.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a pretty weird kink. I'm not a kink shamer, but that might be worthy of
That's
shaming.
just one step too far for Laura.
Well, I've always wanted a hook for a hand.
Yeah.
And
Really?
this sounds like for $600,000, I think I can make 2 dreams come true.
Well, don't cut both your legs off to, try to rip off the insurance companies, because that would make you the dumbass of the day.
Dumbass.
All right, coming up in a little bit, I found this audio on the internet. It's like inspirational audio, but it's from like the late 80s or early 90s.
Okay.
So it's so cringe.
Uh-oh.
I you know how you went and look up soldiers coming home and those emotional videos? I will look up cringe videos.
Mm-hmm.
Just cringe moments.
The secondhand embarrassment doesn't bother you?
I live for it.
Wow.
It's like a re-energizing the battery.
Yeah, I love it. So we'll play you some of this coming up here in less than 10 minutes. We are commercial free. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura on The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Yeah. What does it look like night today? Something is not right today. I don't know. Whatever.
Paranoia is all I got left.
There it is.
9197 is our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. Bacon and beers coming up a week from today, my friends. Big John, how are you excited for bacon and beer?
Oh yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, you sound so excited.
Yeah, well, four types of bacon excited.
Yeah, dude, that's going to be cool. We got 4 types of bacon. Obviously, everyone who shows up to Bacon and Beer next Friday at Elks Lodge in Milwaukee gets free bacon.
Yeah.
While supplies last, but I don't know that. How many times have we actually run out?
We've gone back for more before.
The first one, my first ever Bacon and Beer, we ran out because they just put it in like a big, like buffet style tub.
Yeah, that was Beefwater's fault.
We didn't just run out; we ran out in record time.
Yeah, it was fast.
It's like 40 minutes.
That was our. That was both of our first Bacon and Beer.
I know. Yeah, that's when I got to step on an egg.
So now we do bring more bacon, but if we run out, we'll just go get more if we have to. So
That's true.
Yeah, come on out. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of prizes, a lot of surprises, stuff that we haven't even announced yet. I think we're going to announce some of this stuff on Monday.
Yeah.
That's really, really big. That's definitely going to bring people down to Bacon and Beer. And, you know, we're going to have a lot of prizes to give away, concert tickets. We got a karaoke contest between everyone on the show. And the audience at Bacon and Beer will decide who the winner is.
Yeah.
And then we'll also do a metal scream contest between listeners. Laura, give us a death metal scream. Yeah.
There it is.
Something like that.
If you've never been to one of these, there are a ton of fun people there. It's kind of weird and different to drink and eat bacon in the morning. It's just an environment that you're not used to, and that's what makes it fun.
I love when there's people just ham boned by 7, 8 a.m.
Yeah, everybody's all in right away, which is fantastic.
So come on out, get weird with us. It's a decade of debauchery. I cannot believe we've done Bacon and Beer for 10 whole years, so please come out to Bacon and Beer. McD, are you not going to be there? I'm hearing rumors that you won't be there.
Oh, man, you guys, I'm so bummed. I'm not going to be there. I'm flying back east, red eye on Wednesday the 10th. So I land Thursday the 11th. So super bummed. They'll be there in spirit, of course.
Yeah, we got to get a cardboard cutout of McD so we can just put it in the corner when he can't show up.
And you hit a little button and it plays a cassette of one of his hits.
And maybe we can FaceTime him and he can sing a song.
Oh, God.
McD, you want to sing us a little ditty before we move on?
Let's see. I have a couple saved up for you.
Surprised.
You know what? If I could come in live and do it.
Just do it now.
Do it now. We'll do it live.
Go ahead. We're all listening.
I got to think of one here. All right, shoot. Give me a thought here. We're going to do a classic? Oh, shoot, you guys.
He's freaking out.
He's panicking.
So many.
He's melting down.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't say the F word on the air. You said the F word, McD.
No, that wasn't an F word. I wouldn't do that.
He's just mumbling so much it's hard to tell what you're saying.
I'll do a little Boston.
All right, go
I'll
ahead.
do a little
Please,
Boston
please
for
do.
you then.
Yes.
So come and hang with us at Oaks Grove in Milwaukee. Oh, come hang with the brew at Tanner, Laura, and Drew. Let's go, yeah. It's happening in Milwaukee. Let Bacon and Beer take you away. Oh, come out and play. Ooh, bacon, cooking it up. It's free for the taking. Bacon, get your groove on and see what's shaking. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah,
I love it.
Full send.
What Boston song was that?
It was
No idea.
What song is it? What's it called?
It's not Peace of Mind, is it?
No. Smoking.
Smoking.
That's it. Yeah.
Smoking.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you, McD. We'll miss you at Bacon and Beer next Friday.
God, I'm going to miss you guys too.
All right, buddy.
I have a question. If I could talk to you off the air, that'd be awesome too. But I gotta tell you guys a couple things.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you so much.
We're
guys,
live on the air now, and you just brought everything to a
screech.
screeching.
No, he did not. He
I
never does.
I derailed it again.
Yeah, McDerail.
McD, you just need to sit down and eat some eggs or something and just calm.
Thanks,
Calm
McD.
down.
Blood sugar's all off.
We got to go, man. Happy Friday.
I got to talk to you still. So.
Okay, well, call us back. I'll put you on hold, all right? Hang on.
Begging you.
I don't know what he wants to talk about, but all right. I want to play you this clip because I found this on the internet the other day. You know, the 80s and 90s were a weird time. People were coming up with a lot of things. They're trying to sell things on the internet, infomercials. And you'd see it like, if you look back at old infomercials from the 80s and 90s, they're terrible products.
Yeah,
they're terrible commercials.
The message doesn't age well.
How dare you, though?
This, I saw an infomercial for a pretty terrible product.
Okay.
And it came out in 1994. It's called Cheers to You. And it's like an inspirational CD that you'd buy, and it would say, like, you'd hear applause that you'd hear at like a game. You know, like you go to the Moda Center and the Blazers are playing, you hear like a bunch of applause.
They're trying to amp you up.
And then there's a guy just going, "You're doing a great job."
Oh my God.
Like there's some guy like pumping you up.
Yeah. Look, what's wrong with that? Everybody needs some positive reinforcement.
It's like jock jams for dorks.
This is so cringy. This is just part 1 of 2. We can't get through the whole thing.
Okay.
This is a real product that came out in 1994 called Cheers to You.
Is encouragement and praise with cheering applause just for you. Acknowledging you for a variety of reasons.
Okay.
If there's a situation that does not apply to you, just listen and see how you feel.
Oh, God.
So sit back, get ready. Here it comes.
Even that was creepy.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
That was creepy. That doesn't put me at a peace of mind at all. makes me stressed.
Why the long pauses between everything?
I don't know.
Here it comes.
I think he was trying to be soothing.
Getting a pedophile.
Yeah.
Here it is. Cheers to you.
We want to thank you for all your hard work. You're the one who steps up and gets things done around here. You keep your word, you deliver what you promise, and then you go the extra mile.
You see Beefwater going to bed to this at night.
They like me. They really like me.
A great job. If anyone asks, we'll tell them. A great job.
Oh my God.
Now, is this where you're just supposed to be basking in the glory?
Well, yeah, you're
getting
just
a standing
hands
ovation.
in the air.
I feel like, though, this is like straight from a horror movie where, like, you go above and beyond, but they don't appreciate you.
You should kill them.
Kill. Yeah, you know? That's what I hear happening next.
For sure. If you remember Better Call Saul, I think it was season 1 or 2, there was a guy, like, he made a toilet that encouraged kids to poop. Like, you're doing a great job. That's a big poop. This is what that reminds me of. Does a guy come back?
No, the standing ovation
You
is
get a
still
7-minute standing O for killing it so hard at your job.
Yeah.
Just a crusher.
Oh, maybe that was just track 1. Now it's fading out.
There's much more to come with these people.
What's track 2? Cheers to you, by the way. Oh, some long pauses in between this. Oh, here we go.
Crowd's back.
Still clapping. Yeah.
This is the encore.
You're probably wondering why we have asked you here today. We want to tell you that we have faith in you, and we know you can do it. We know you've got everything it takes to accomplish whatever your heart desires.
This is so creepy.
Listen to his voice.
That dream you're going for, that career you want, that recognition you're seeking, it is yours.
I just got the data. They sold 2 copies.
Oh my God! They're the way his voice is, and you shouldn't, judge a book by its cover. But there's no possibility that this guy's cool. I mean,
No way. No way.
Just listen, everyone agrees.
I can't. This guy is a nerd.
He's got
Sounds like
38 boxes of cassettes in a storage unit somewhere right now. You can get a
Yeah.
copy of this today.
Yeah.
Like, this is for the person who has nothing.
I want to hear one of those where it's putting me in check. It's insulting me to make sure my ego doesn't get out of control.
Hey, bud, simmer down.
Nobody really cares about you. You get berated all day.
And
Why are you
also-
always late on your light bill, bro?
You're right. You are fat.
And you smell.
You must have caught a glimpse of yourself. You are what you feel like.
Car insurance is not a choice.
Sounds like a motivational speaker for a cult. Just amping people up for the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. I need that. I'm gonna order one, and because I don't get it. I don't get any encouragement in here, so I need.
Yeah,
it.
you should get one.
Yeah, I don't know, but is that better or worse than having none at all?
Yeah, I'll take none.
I need a little bit, so I'm gonna order 2 copies.
I'm sure he's like, I knew it would heat back up.
Way to go! Everyone loves you. You're the coolest.
Yeah, just take that. It's free.
Someone said, "Oh God, listening to this crap, it's so long and it's horrible." Sorry, I can't listen to that, guys. Bye.
Bye.
So
Wait,
long.
you don't want the encouragement? Like,
You need more applause in your life, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that guy's a serious
I don't
nerd.
know what's wrong with being uplifted. I don't feel like there's any problem with being uplifted.
well, apparently it's not.
I wonder how
something
many copies that guy really sold. Nobody bought that, right?
Is there information?
Couldn't have
I
been.
know I was making that up, but
Friends and family.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Please.
All right, coming up in a few minutes, we've got to find out what's trending. Don't forget, Bacon and Beers coming up 1 week from today. All the info online at 1059thebrew.com.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Now, what's trending?
All right, online at 1059thebrew.com. We got a lot of stuff to check out. Our Donkey Show podcast from yesterday is posted, 1059thebrew.com. It's a show after the show. It's unedited. Gets out of hand sometimes. We always regret what we say.
That's right.
So go check it out. And by the way, we're only doing that on Tuesdays and Thursdays now because there's just so much happening here in the building. And, we'll still make those Tuesdays and Thursday shows
just more concentrated.
As good as we can.
There you go.
Which isn't very
That's all
good,
we can ever
but,
promise.
We'll phone it in like always.
Yeah.
They're 20% bigger when you just shrink them down to 2 days a week.
Yeah?
Yeah, you got to market it like cereal.
Okay. Also online, 1059thebrew.com. Let me pull this up here.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's Friday and I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Why is it always the short weeks that feel longer?
I'm more tired for sure.
This week has felt like an eternity, and I can't figure it out. It's been that way since Tuesday.
Okay, here we go. This is stuff you can check out. The man who protested the all-you-can-eat fish policy.
Oh, yeah, Bill.
You got to see that video. The Army football player who saved his dad, the Army football player and his dad saved somebody from a car the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Millionaire CEO who stole that kid's hat. All sorts of stuff's online at 1059thebrew.com.
You can kill the rest of your day just clicking vids.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Had it.
Does anybody
that's
have
it.
anything else to share?
Nope, that's it.
What, John? Do you want?
Oh, John's like, I have a flyer.
I've got a. I don't know if it has
He has
I
a
got a flyer
flyer
in my hand.
John, you've got a charity thing going on right now.
Yeah, I have a charity thing going on right now. It's called Valor Pull for Veterans, and we are really close to our goal. We're about $130 away from our goal.
110.
No, they were 150. You gave them a 20.
Oh, okay.
They're 130.
That's a one thing.
All right.
Thank you, Tanner.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for the donation. Appreciate it. But people can sign up or donate for it on Facebook if they look up Valor Pull for Veterans, and the link is in the description.
So you're just $130 away from your goal.
Yeah.
Let's close it up.
I feel like we could do that within a few minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank some of the listeners, though, that's donated so far. It's really, it helps out a lot, and I appreciate it.
Because what's the goal? What you said, $1,500 or
$1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. How
getting close?
Where can people go to donate?
Valor Pull for Veterans on Facebook, and the link is in the description of the event.
All right.
And you're going to be pulling some stuff, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So we are pulling a 5-ton truck. It actually weighs about 27,000 pounds.
Oh.
You're a beast.
And so I'll be pulling that, and then I'll be bending metal afterwards.
You ever have hemorrhoids, John?
Oh my God.
You ever get hemorrhoids?
Of course he does. Look at this guy.
No.
No, okay.
It's like, not that I know of.
Sorry to
Or
jump
like
to
a hernia or
conclusions.
something? Like,
No.
Well, a hernia would be more likely.
You've
for
never
you.
hurt yourself pulling these big vehicles?
No, I never had a hernia or anything. So
You never sat on a toilet long enough to get a hemorrhoid?
no.
Maybe it's a little man's game, Tanner.
But yeah, I have a bidet though. That's really nice.
I don't know.
We're learning a
I
lot.
don't think bidets prevent hemorrhoids, though, do they?
Well, make your hemorrhoids smell better.
A cleaner hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Everyone wants a cleaner
A
hemorrhoid.
well-washed roid.
Yeah. Blasted the Klingons right off.
Wow.
What'd you say?
The Klingons?
Yeah. I think it was a Dingleberry joke.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
This is what happens when we stay around and just kind of pump the well for a bit.
Yeah, this is what happens to the show when we just give up.
We're just like, I'll just stay on and see what
This
happens.
is why we
allowed
don't
to
do the
speak.
donkey show all 5 days,
Right.
because it would just be more of this.
All right, John. Well, thank you. Good luck on your pull, and please donate if you can. Beefwater. Anything before we go? Because Court's antsy needs to get in here.
Yeah, no, I think I'm good. I'm going to round out my Friday and get on out of here and enjoy my weekend.
All right. Well, don't forget, Bacon and Beer is next Friday, 1 week from today. We're going to be taking over Elks Lodge in Milwaukee. It's on McLaughlin. We'll be there between 6 and 10 a.m. Broadcasting live. Everyone who shows up gets free bacon. We got a lot of surprises, man. And I think Monday we'll be able to announce some of these things.
That's right.
And it's just going to be a lot of fun. So if you're in the Gladstone area, Milwaukee, Oregon City, and you've never been to a Bacon and Beer, this is the one to go to because it's in your hood.
Yeah, baby.
That's right. And even if it's not, let's travel. It's been too long.
Yeah, 1059thebrew.com to get all the info. We'll see you Monday. Bye.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by